From the evening of 1st till the evening of 3rd, moon will be in Gemini zodiac sign, Mithun Rashi Gochar, Mithun Rashi transit, Gemini transit of moon will experience Mercury and Saturn energy in the trine. Therefore, this is the time to learn from the events that are happening around you. Your mind may run into 10 different directions, but if you focus on sadhana, if you do one task at a time, it will be really great, especially because Saturn is stationary in the 9th house from the Chandra. That means the guidance will only come if you are stable, if you are holding your position, and if you are not traveling, or if you are not racing your thoughts in different places. Also, one good thing is that Mercury, Sun and Mars are now coming together in a positive sense in the 5th house from the moon. Therefore, this will give you some positive news with respect to your productivity. Your expression will become more strong, and you will have some good you will hear some good news with respect to your children. Another thing that you will have to understand is that health of your mother or relationship with your mother can go bad during this time, so be slightly careful. And you might feel unhappy because of what is going on around you, and you might also feel helpless, especially if you have a weak moon in your birth chart. So keep going and chant the mantra Om Namah Shivaya. From midnight of 4th of November, which is actually the night of 3rd and after 12 am, midnight of 3rd and 4th, so technically it is 4th of November as per Indian Standard Time, moon will be in Karka Rashi, Cancer zodiac sign, for the next 2 days. Now when moon is in Karka Rashi, moon is going to encounter two heavy energies of Saturn, which is 8th from the moon, and Rahu, which has just entered Pisces, 9th from the moon. So this will give you a kind of a restless scenario, restless mind, where you would want to react in certain situation in a certain way. Now obviously the intensity will vary as per your personal horoscope. Someone with a weak moon will react in a very negative way, and someone with a strong and positive moon, or someone who has good moon with Jupiter in their birth chart, may just learn from the mistakes. But whatever happens, the theme is that your horoscope, the kind of transit, wants you to focus on your on the challenges that you face, and wants you to do something about it. Now what can you do? Now you can observe the situation, restraint, practice restraint. Do not react or give a knee-jerk reaction, rather focus on what is right and what is wrong and what can be done during this time. Chanting Vishnu Sahasranam will give you more clarity, and a lot of confusing thoughts will come in your mind. Better to wait it out and try to focus more on the comforts of life, and try to make yourself more comfortable wherever you are, rather than trying to put yourself in a separate comfortable zone. Like where it is said that grass is greener on the other side. There's another quote that I heard, or that grass is greener where you water it. So start watering, that means nourishing the very place where you are in. Tensions related to brothers might rise during this time, and also you might be worried about your health, especially if you have prominent moon in your birth chart, or you're in moon Mahadasha or Antardasha. What you should do is you should focus on correcting and doing things rather than procrastinating, because procrastinating will be a big problem during this time. So watch that out. From the afternoon of 6th of November until the very early hours of 9th of November as per Indian Standard Time, moon will be in the Simha Rashi, Leo zodiac sign. Now when moon is in Leo, it is aspected by a very stable Saturn which is in direct station, and a retrograde Jupiter, whereas moon will experience Rahu and Ketu, Rahu being in the 8th and Ketu being in the 2nd from the moon. So there can be differences in the family, there can be issues with the in-laws, there can be serious differences in the marriage. But if you are having patience, if you are following the path of maturity, this can be the time where you can reconcile, you can solve the matters, and you can cut off the toxicity and try to heal everything. This will require some extra expenses. So if you are into business, you will need some extra money to put in your business. Also, this will also mean that there can be unexpected expenses in your home, There can be a crunch of resource for which you are more tensed, and for these next 2 days you are more worried rather than you are feeling more relaxed. This is the time where you will be on the edge and you will have to be very active. So if you're not active, this might bring down the confidence. So do something about it. Don't sit on your problem. If you think you have a problem, immediately act on finding solution. Now that does not mean that it is a proper karma. Say for example you are unwell, so you will have to immediately search for yoga classes, meditation classes, maybe some other alternative therapy classes, or maybe finding a doctor. So that is this more of an action, trying to do something about it. Anger management must be done, and because your anger will be very strong, very high, and this can be an anger that is bursting out of an emotional suppressed state. So there's a very high chance that your suppressed emotion might burst during this time, and especially if you are a Leo ascendant or Leo moon sign and Virgo ascendant, Virgo moon sign, you need to be extra cautious. What should you do? Chanting Narsimha Kavach and chanting Vishnu Sahasranam is an excellent remedy. Get up before sunrise and don't eat, if possible. If you are healthy, don't eat anything after the sunset. Do yoga, pranayam, keep your mind busy. Don't let your mind become free. Don't waste your time on activities that are not so important. Read books and do something constructive.